Now let's look at the protest window. The protest window with respect to FIFA regulations stipulates that any protest regarding players' eligibility in a game should be submitted or must be submitted within 24 hours of the match conclusion. The Bafana of South Africa's 2026 World Cup qualification hope is in danger after fielding an ineligible player against Lesotho. Are they going to lose 3 maximum points or going to escape punishment just by warning from FIFA? And the positive outcome of this legal battle is going to be of a great benefit to the Super Eagles of Nigeria, as they are also looking forward to secure qualification to the 2026 World Cup tournament in the United States of America, Canada, and Mexico. And in this video, I'm going to break down the latest details concerning the legal battle between South Africa and Lesotho brouhaha. But before I plunge into the intricacies of the stories, please, if you're new on this platform, what you can also do to support the platform is to subscribe to the channel. After that, hit on the post notification bell for more updates. Don't forget to like this particular video and share to other social media platforms. Please like this video and share to other social media platforms. My name is Solomon Kwadwo Asante, your only nomenclature world engineers philosophy in sports, the only Ghanaian who has declared his full support to the Super Eagles of Nigeria ahead of their 2025 AFCON tournament in Morocco. I have been given a Nigerian name on this platform, and my Nigerian name is Solomon Choko Emeka. Please do also leave your decent comments in the comment box for special shoutouts after my presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, let's plunge into the intricacies of the stories. And to commence with is the football legal battle between Lesotho and the Bafana of South Africa, after the Bafana of South Africa fielded an ineligible player against Lesotho in the match day 5 of the 2026 World Cup qualification campaign. And the positive outcome of this legal battle between Lesotho and the Bafana of South Africa is going to be of a great benefit to the Super Eagles of Nigeria in Group C, as they are also looking forward to secure qualification to the 2026 World Cup tournaments in the United States of America, Canada, and Mexico. Let's just take a reminiscence of what I have spoken about on this platform regarding the legal battle between Lesotho and that of the Bafana of South Africa. I said the Nigerian football community, including the Nigerian Football Federation, that is the NFF, are all eagerly waiting to hear from Fifa'S reaction to the case that Lesotho preferred against the Bafana of South Africa for fielding an ineligible player, talking of Teboho Mokoena, who plays his club football as a midfielder for Mamelodi Sundowns in South Africa, despite his suspension due to yellow cards accumulation. And with respect to that, I said during the start of the 2026 World Cup qualification campaign, on the 18th of November 2023, he picked up a yellow card against Benin. Same as on March day 4 of the same 2026 World Cup qualification campaign, he picked another yellow card against Zimbabwe. And looking at this, he was supposed to miss their next game against Lesotho in the same qualification campaign. That brought to the seeking of the forfeiture of the game by Lesotho in their favor. And have already spoken about this situation, underscoring the importance of adhering to Fifa'S regulation regarding players' eligibility. And as I said, Lesotho football authorities are now seeking for the forfeiture of the game. That is 3-0 win in their favor, so that they can also do something better in the Group C. And for now, with this updates, I'm going to break down the possible, plausible, and predicted outcome of Teboho Mokwene's eligibility case based on FIFA rules and how similar cases have been handled in the past. Starting with is a possible outcome of South Africa being punished. That is, as it stands now, per my research, is at 40%. If they are being punished, they are going to be deducted 3 points from their accumulated 13 points, and 3-0 win victory will be awarded to Lesotho. In the game, Lesotho lost by 2-0, so they'll be awarding 3-0 win to Lesotho, meaning they are going to overturn it, giving extra goal to Lesotho, making it 3-0. So that will be in the chance of South Africa being punished, which is at 40% from my research. And let's go to the possible outcome of South Africa going unpunished, or they trying to find their way out through the legal battle against Lesotho. That one stands at 60%. Why am I saying that? Per the reports coming in, Lesotho reported or filed their protests just after 24 hours deadline, and which is going to affect the validity of their case, or is going to weaken their issue as it stands now. If it was supposed to be within the 24-hour deadline, that one, they had a chance of getting that 3 maximum points with 3 maximum goals. So that is the latest coming in. And I can't just talk about this without authenticating with the FIFA rules and regulations coming in. So now let's look at the FIFA regulation based on the FIFA disciplinary code. According to the FIFA disciplinary code, especially to that of Article 17 Clause 3 and Article 18 Clause 4, accumulating of 2 yellow cards in separate matches results in automatic 1-match ban in the subsequent game. So that is to that of Teboho Mokoena. He was supposed to miss the subsequent game against Lesotho when he has received 2 yellow cards in separate matches against Benin and Zimbabwe. So that is according to the FIFA regulation, Article 17 Clause 3 and Article 18 Clause 4. Now let's look at the protest window. The protest window with respect to FIFA regulations stipulates that any protest regarding players' eligibility in a game should be submitted or must be submitted within 24 hours of the match conclusion. Here comes the case where South Africa is now on top of the legal battle. That is why I stated that they're going unpunished, even though there might be a warning from FIFA to them. But the case was being reported late, and with that, they are free to go if in case FIFA reviews it and it doesn't affect South Africa. So that is the latest coming in. And the status of the ruling as it stands now is being reviewed by FIFA. So coming few days or few weeks, you are hoping to hear either positive or negative. Negative to Nigerian football community, positive to the same Nigerian football community, because looking at this legal battle, some has already happened, and I have to authenticate with previous happenings as to how people were being sanctioned, or how certain countries were being sanctioned against they violating this specific rules with regards to Fifa'S eligibility regulation. That is Fifa'S player eligibility regulation, that of Article 17 Clause 3 and Article 18 Clause 4. Now let's look at similar cases. That is why I said based on FIFA rules. So I've already spoken about the FIFA rules. I'm now going to talk about how similar cases have been worked out or been worked within in the past. So the first one to talk about is with respect to Nigeria during their 2018 World Cup qualifiers. Let me put this one on the screen. So it has been displayed on the screen. The incident was that Nigeria fielded an ineligible player, Abdullahi Sehu, in a match against Algeria. Sehu had received 2 yellow cards in previous qualifiers, making him suspended for that game. So let's go to the punishment. FIFA awarded Algeria a 3-0 win, though the result did not affect Nigeria's qualification for the World Cup. And let's look at how this relates to South Africa's case. Just like Nigeria, South Africa fielded an ineligible player. So it's very obvious that South Africa fielded an ineligible player. Talking of Teboho Mokoena. If FIFA follows precedents, that is what happened to Nigeria in 2018, they could lose points. However, if the process was filed late, as I've spoken about the protest window with regards to that of FIFA's regulation, South Africa might escape with just a warning. Now let's look at the second scenario, or the second incident. That was during the 2014 World Cup qualifiers. An incident that was Sudan fielded an ineligible player, Saif Eden Ali, in their 2-0 victory over Zambia. The player had received a red card in a previous CAF match and was supposed to serve a suspension. And let's look at the punishment. FIFA overturned the results, awarding Zambia a 3-0 victory, and how this relates to South Africa issue. Like Sudan, South Africa played a suspended player, and that is going to affect them. If the protest was being filed on time, definitely Lesotho have to get their 3 points, 3 goals, and South Africa have to lose 3 points, 3 goals from their accumulated points and goals. So that is the latest coming in. We have similar cases during that of Benin 2017 World Cup qualifiers. They also fielded 4 ineligible players. And also Equatorial Guinea during their 2015 AFCON qualifiers. Equatorial Guinea also fielded Emiliano Insue, a former Spanish youth international in the AFCON qualifiers, and had to be completed the necessary paperwork to switch nationality. So all these things affects players' eligibility, which might also lead to that country losing its accumulated points in the qualifiers, and this is the same qualifier that is the 2026 World Cup. So if it happens that way, that is why I've already spoken about the chances of Nigeria getting the opportunity or getting the positive news, as in South Africa losing, and Nigeria getting the negative news, as in South Africa passing out, just with a warning from FIFA. So that is the latest. So we are just hoping, as in the Nigerian football community, that Lesotho filed their protest within the 24-hour deadline, just to authenticate the issue or to prove them very okay for the validity of the results from FIFA, as you are all waiting. So that is the latest and the vivid explanation I can give to the brouhaha surrounding Lesotho and South Africa's football legal battle. How do you also see yours? I have authenticated with previous happenings and how similar cases were being handled or treated in the past. So how do you also say it? Leave your decent comments in the comment box. Subsequently, I'll give you special shout outs in my videos. If you are new here, what you have to do is to subscribe, like, and share. I was being supported by my hardworking chief editor, Emmanuel Kwame Asiedu, and my amazing graphic designer, Dominic. Let's meet in the next one. It's bye for now.